director of the BSU.
That's close, that's there.
Couldn't remember what the title was, but Eugene works with the Black Student Union here on campus, and he has graciously given us some time, very last minute, so we're unbelievably thankful to have him here today.
Okay.
Okay, got you. So I want to first off thank everyone from Seduxo. It's always an honor and privilege to be able to share some thoughts and share ideals. And I absolutely love Seduxo, and there's one way to prove it. I started here full time in August, and I'm 20 pounds heavier. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for Seduxo, but that tells you that I am utilizing the services. When I think of international women and when I think of diversity, like for me, that goes straight to my family. So we're not an international family, but we are a diverse family. And I'm usually not a sentimental person. But when I was asked to, hey, can you do a little something, it coincided with me finding something 2 days ago. So I'm going to show you this picture. And I have no idea where this picture has been hiding for the last 30 years. It's still in this original everything. It's old school when I turn around you'll see. But this is a picture of my grandmother. All right, Delia Pitchford. And my grandmother was a trailbreaker in our community, but she loved to cook. I mean, she absolutely loved to cook. If you said make a Poland dish, she would figure out how to do it, and it would taste just like yours. If you said cake, pie, sweets, chicken, you name it, and to this day, this is how much I miss this is interesting talking about this. This is how much I miss my grandmother. To this day, I still have her macaroni taste lodged in my mouth. There's not another human I've crossed paths with that has the ability to make macaroni the way my grandmother made macaroni. You know, I love my wife, I love my aunts, I love other female family members, but just her little pinch of something different has stuck in my mind. I want to take you on a little journey, and throughout this journey, we'll go in and out, and questions at any time, feel free. But at the end, if you ever go to any of my presentations, at the end, you guys got to do a little bit of talking, and you will also get a homework assignment. Since we're in the education institute here, you're going to walk away with the homework, even you. You have a homework assignment, Trey. You on break, you got a homework assignment coming up a little bit later. So, for us, food was the mainstay in our family. Whenever something important happened, food was always there. Marriage announcements, baby announcements, funerals, job promotions, a big sports game, something going on politically, you name it, the cornerstone of that situation was always food in our house. And I don't know if any of you grew up in a situation like this, whether it's my grandmother, my mom, my aunts, even my daughter now. We had this unwritten rule about food. If you don't eat the food, you're getting in trouble. It doesn't matter if you're a stranger, it doesn't matter if you're a family member, but there's an unwritten rule. The women will get offended if you did not eat. Now, I don't know if anybody else grew up in a household like that, or a family like that, but that forced me to eat a lot of things I didn't want to eat, and when I tried to rebel, it usually did not work good. I'll share one quick story with you. I decided when my mother was trying out neck bones. I don't know, neck bone, I don't know how many people have neck bones in here, but as a kid, it's not the coolest thing to eat. So I make a decision, today is my day. Today is my day to draw a line in the sand. I don't care about the preparation. I don't care about Sudoku. I don't care about nothing. I'm not eating these neck bones, and there's nothing you can do. And to prove my point, I grabbed a Ronald McDonald glass that you get out of the kids' meals. They had a Ronald McDonald glass at the time. I told my mother no, and I sunk my teeth into this glass. I'm not eating neck bones today. And boy, did I get I got the biggest whooping. And then after that, the neck bones were still waiting, and I had to take care of the neck bones. It's just, but food has always been an essential part of our life. Now, growing up, we always ate together. We could be 3-4 blocks down the road. You would hear a call, dinner's ready, whether it's at home or my grandparents' house, dinner's ready, and all of a sudden, you would see a trail of people coming back home, family members, and then you would also see just kids from the neighborhood following this line, because my grandmother and my parents, we had the belief that if we could serve you, we could serve other people. And so it wasn't uncommon to see not strangers, but people who did not live in the house. It wasn't uncommon for everyone to have a friend with them. And so that was one way that we fellowshiped. It was through food. And now that I think about it, that love, the ingredients, and the time that my mom, my grandmother, my aunt prepared, they were so in love into the food. So we could love you with a hug, or we could love you with food. And a lot of times my family members, they use food as the tool for love. Now, some of my favorites as I was a kid. I talked about my grandmother's macaroni, and I'm going to share a little bit of that. So I couldn't memorize the details, so I'm going to share a little bit with that a little bit later. But the macaroni had like a bread crust on top. And I'll say, Grandma, cook it just a little bit longer to not make it so juicy. Like, I want the macaroni just a little bit harder and firmer. And she would make a batch for everyone else, and a small batch for me. And like, we just had this like unwritten code. Rice was a big thing in our family. Now, I don't know how many, that's what I'll do a quick poll. Who puts sugar on their rice? Sometimes. So it was butter and sugar, right?
Yeah,
okay, on white rice. Okay, good. I'm not the only crazy. I feel much better now. I'm in the right place. But there was always butter, sugar, and rice. Both sets of my grandparents had a unique way of making they did something to make it taste different. And to this day, when I get Ben's rice, or I think that's the name of it, in the orange, is it Ben's, Catherine?
Uncle Ben's.
Uncle
Right?
Ben's.
Uncle Ben's? Okay. Whenever I get Uncle Ben's, it still doesn't taste the same as my grandparents. To this day, I can't eat rice because it doesn't taste like my grandparents. So having to talk to you guys is really taking me on a trip with my own family. With my mom, we love seafood. Seafood, French fries. I was like, Mom, can you make the shrimp like red lobster? And she would do her best, and that was our thing. And so whenever we go out to eat, if it's not Olive Garden, and if it's not something she's prepared, it's always shrimp and fries. I want to share a couple of the other food fixtures for our family. And I hate when people just read to you a presentation, but these are things I just won't know at all, so I have to cheat a little bit. So, if you are from out of town, my goal is to make you hungry. Even though you just ate, the goal is on the way home, after reading this to you and sharing a little bit with this with you, you're gonna have to stop at the Oasis. You're coming from Illinois, right? You're gonna have to stop at one Oasis just to get something. So, some of our family fixtures: white sweet potato pie. When you think of yams as the foundation for sweet potato pie, think of Patty LaBelle's New Pies. But your grandmother, or grandfather in this case, used regular white potatoes, to make sweet potato pie. Now, that wasn't my favorite, but I tried it, and the rest of my family swears by it. So that was one of our unique cultural things within our family. Then we had sweet potato pudding. Think of candy yams that's cut up and placed on your plates. Our grandparents created a dish which features candy yams as a pudding topped with pecans. So it's slightly different from what you may have had. Potato salad. Now that's pretty common. A lot of families do potato salad, but potato salad, mouth-watering salad made with potatoes, sweet relish, ground celery, mayonnaise, yellow mustard, white pepper, and hard-boiled eggs. Now when our families grow, other foods come in. So one of the more recent ones is my uncle, Mr. Nick, 7-layer salad. Does anyone know what that is? Well, I'm talking to the wrong group. You guys probably know everything I'm saying, but Trey, do you know what 7-layer salad is? Oh man, explain it, Trey.
Okay, so like a 7-layer salad, it's kind of like, it's hard to explain. So like so my grandma makes it like, she puts like a bunch of salad and a bunch of like eggs, kind of like different eggs and like peas and
celery,
Cheese.
bacon, mayo.
That's it.
Sugar.
I've never had that until recent, and so I look forward to every Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, graduation. There's 7-layer salad, without a doubt. And once again, they make a little extra for me that I can always take home. Now, I talked about the macaroni and cheese. I cannot just talk about that enough. But here was the secret weapon. And I don't know how other families are, but my personal favorite, my grandmother would make this green jello. And in the green jello was sour cream, pineapples, and pecans. It sounds like a crazy mix. But trust me, and she made it in a circle. I don't know if that's common or not. I would eat the entire thing. Matter of fact, my cousin Adrian and my little cousin Amanda, we have been in fist fights over this specialized jello. It's just jello, but it's the special Pitchford green jello. It's lime green. It's the greatest thing you can ever have. So I would encourage you to try to find that recipe floating around somewhere. Here's one that many of you probably are familiar with, blueberry torte. It's a mouth-watering dessert with the crust of a graham cracker, layered with a combination of cream cheese, blueberry filling, and Cook Whip. I don't even know what Cook Whip is, but Cool Whip. Okay, it's Cool Whip. That makes sense. My aunt helped me out with that one. And last is a 7-Up pound cake. And as you can see, this is not international, but from a culture standpoint, from our family's culture, like this was it. Like you knew what to expect every time we came together. And the beauty of this is every family, the food is different. And the food has a different meaning. And I would implore you to reminisce. Like just talking about this took me way back. It took me all the way back into thinking now as a dad, what food cultures